You know that feeling. You're pushing that massive cart through Costco, you've got your 50-pack of paper towels, a rotisserie chicken that's still hot, and maybe a kayak you didn't know you needed. But then you hit the bakery and frozen aisles, and suddenly it's overwhelmed city. There's just so much stuff. Listen, we've all been there, staring at a giant wall of cakes and cookies wondering, is this going to be amazing, or am I about to regret buying 5 pounds of mediocre sugar? Well, today we are ending the guesswork. I have scoured the aisles, combed through the reviews, and done the very hard, delicious work of taste testing to bring you the ultimate list, the 13 best Costco desserts you'll wish you heard of sooner. We are talking about hidden gems, cult favorites, and sweet treats that are honestly way too good for the price. If you're ready to level up your next Costco run and become the hero of every potluck, go ahead and smash that like button right now. It really helps the channel out. All right. Let's dive into the bakery section for our first heavy hitter. First, starting off strong at number 1, we have an absolute legend in the Costco bakery game, the Kirkland Signature Tuxedo Chocolate Mousse Cake. If you walk past this and think, oh, just another grocery store chocolate cake, you are making a massive mistake. This isn't just cake, it's an experience. We're talking about a decadent rectangular bar of pure chocolate bliss. It's got these incredible layers: moist chocolate cake, a rich chocolate mousse, a lighter white chocolate mousse, and get this, actual chunks of dense, fudgy brownies hidden inside. Then the whole thing is topped with a glossy, rich chocolate ganache. It's incredibly dense, not overly sweet, and looks way more expensive than it is. It's perfect for birthdays, holidays, or honestly, just a Tuesday night when you need a serious chocolate fix. People on the internet literally describe this thing as cake nirvana. For around 16 or 17 bucks, it feeds a crowd and tastes like something from a high-end bakery. Do not sleep on the tuxedo cake. And hey, while we're talking about things you shouldn't miss, if you're enjoying this list and want more insider food finds, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. You don't want to miss out on the rest of these desserts. Second, we have another titan of the bakery section, the classic, the enormous Kirkland Signature Cheesecake. This is a Faranda half-pound beast of a dessert. It's everything a classic New York-style cheesecake should be: thick, dense, ultra-creamy, and with that perfect graham cracker crust. It's simple, it's executed flawlessly, and the value is just absurd. You're getting a restaurant-quality cheesecake that could easily serve 16 people for less than $20. The best part about this one is its versatility. It's fantastic plain, but it's also the perfect blank canvas. You can top it with cherry pie filling, fresh strawberries, a caramel drizzle, or even crushed cookies. It's a crowd pleaser that never fails, and it freezes surprisingly well if you somehow don't finish it all at once. It's a staple for a reason. Third, we're leaving the bakery and heading over to the refrigerated section for something a little more delicate. If you want to feel fancy without spending fancy money, you need to grab a box of the Tipiac French macarons. These are the real deal, guys. They are actually imported from France. If you've ever bought macarons from a boutique bakery, you know they can cost $2 or $3 each. At Costco, you get a beautiful box of around 36 for a fraction of that price. They come in a variety of classic flavors like pistachio, chocolate, vanilla, lemon, and berry. They have that perfect you look for, a thin, crisp shell on the outside that gives way to a soft, chewy interior and a flavorful filling. They are perfect for serving with coffee at a brunch, taking to a bridal shower, or just treating yourself to a little luxury. Just remember to let them sit out for a few minutes before eating so they get to the perfect temperature. Fourth, we are back in the bakery for an American classic that is practically comical in its size. It's the Kirkland Signature Apple Pie. This thing is astonishing. It weighs nearly 5 pounds. It's more of a cobbler pie hybrid because it is absolutely stuffed to the brim with seasoned apples. The crust is flaky and buttery, and it's got that crunchy sugar topping that just makes it perfect. It's comfort food at its finest. You pop this in the oven to warm it up, serve it with a scoop of vanilla ice cream, and you have the ultimate dessert for Thanksgiving, the 4th of July, or any family gathering. For the price, the amount of high-quality pie you get is just unbeatable. It's a total showstopper, just based on its sheer scale. Alright, that's just the first 4 on our list of 13, and we have already covered some serious ground. We've got chocolate decadence, creamy classics, French elegance, and American comfort. But listen, we are just getting started. We are heading into the Arctic zone, the Costco frozen aisles. You know, it's easy to get distracted here by the 50-pound bags of frozen broccoli or those chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs, but if you ignore the dessert doors in this section, you are missing out on some of the best values in the entire warehouse. Fifth is a product that proves store brand does not mean lower quality. In fact, in this case, it means much higher quality. We are talking about the Kirkland Signature Super Premium Vanilla Ice Cream. Now, pay attention to that phrase, super premium. That is not just marketing fluff. In the ice cream industry, that actually means something. It means this ice cream has very low overrun, which is just a fancy industry term for the amount of air whipped into the product. Less air means a denser, richer, creamier scoop. It also has a very high butterfat content. When you buy those little expensive pints of Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs, that's the style you're buying. This Costco version is right up there with them in terms of quality and taste. It is incredibly rich and has a pure, strong vanilla flavor. But you get 2 massive half-gallon cartons for a price that seems almost impossible. It is the ultimate freezer staple. It makes the best milkshakes. It's perfect on top of that apple pie we talked about. And honestly, a bowl of this on its own is just perfection. If you consider yourself an ice cream snob, you have to try this. Sixth, we have something that's a little lighter, a little fruitier, and visually, one of the coolest desserts Costco sells. It's the Island Way Sorbet. If you've ever hosted a summer barbecue or a dinner party and wanted a dessert that looks incredibly impressive but required zero effort on your part, this is it. You get a big box of individually wrapped sorbets in flavors like creamy coconut, zesty lemon, orange, and berry. But the kicker is that they are served inside real fruit shells. The coconut sorbet is in a little coconut husk. The lemon is inside a hollowed-out lemon. They look fantastic arranged on a platter, and they taste just as good as they look. They are smooth, refreshing, and not disgustingly sweet. It's a fantastic palate cleanser after a heavy meal. Plus, since they are individually portioned, you don't have to worry about hacking away at a giant tub of frozen sorbet when you just want a quick treat. They are a summer essential in my house. Before we move out of the frozen section, I gotta know, are you team rich and creamy like that vanilla ice cream? Or team fruity and refreshing like the sorbets? Let me know down in the comments which one calls your name more. And hey, if you're finding some new additions to your shopping list today, go ahead and hit that like button so I know to keep making these videos. Seventh, we are stepping out of the freezer and heading into the snack aisles for a cult favorite that is dangerous to have in your pantry. We're talking about Sheila G's Brownie Brittle. This stuff is genius. We all know the best part of the brownie is the crispy edge and the corner pieces, right? Well, Sheila G basically figured out a way to make an entire bag of just that. It's thin, incredibly crunchy, and has that rich baked chocolate brownie taste. At Costco, you get a massive bag of the chocolate chip flavor that seems bottomless, but trust me, it disappears fast. It is the ultimate movie night snack. It's amazing dipped in peanut butter, crumbled over yogurt, or if you really want to go wild, crushed on top of that Kirkland vanilla ice cream we just talked about. It's one of those things where you open the bag just to have one piece, and suddenly 20 minutes have gone by and half the bag is missing. Don't say I didn't warn you. Eighth, we are looping back towards the bakery because we have to address the elephant in the room. The enormous, beautiful elephant made of chocolate. I'm talking about the Kirkland Signature Double Chocolate Muffins. Now, Costco sells these in those packs of 6, and you have to buy 2 packs. So you're walking out with 12 gigantic muffins. They call them muffins, and they are located near the bagels. So society tells us it's acceptable to eat these for breakfast. But let's be real with each other. This is chocolate cake without frosting. These things are massive, incredibly moist, and absolutely loaded with chocolate chips. If you warm one up in the microwave for just 15 seconds so the chocolate gets melty, it is a transcendent experience. They are incredibly cheap for the sheer volume of food you are getting. They are fantastic for easy breakfast on the go, sure, but don't lie to yourself. They are an A-tier dessert. We are 8 items deep into this list of Costco greatness, and my sweet tooth is already working overtime. But we still have 5 more incredible items to go, including a candy aisle find that will change your life, and a seasonal item that people literally wait all year for. Ninth, we have something that I genuinely consider dangerous to keep in the house. You have to head to the snack and candy aisles to find the Sanders Dark Chocolate Sea Salt Caramels. Folks, these are not your average waxy grocery store caramels. Sanders is a historic Michigan company, and they know what they are doing. These are kettle-cooked caramels that are incredibly soft and buttery. They don't stick to your teeth. They are coated in premium dark chocolate and then hit with just the right amount of coarse sea salt. The balance of sweet, rich, slightly bitter chocolate and salty is absolutely addictive. You get a massive jar at Costco for a price that would get you maybe a tiny bag elsewhere. I have been known to hide these from my own family just so I don't have to share. They are life-changingly good. 10th, Let's look for something a little softer that pairs perfectly with your morning brew. Keep an eye out in the bakery area, usually on the tables, not the shelves, for the big box of Sugar Bowl Bakery Petite Madeleines. If you aren't familiar with madeleines, they are these little French butter cakes baked in the shape of a shell. They are the perfect cross between a cookie and a sponge cake. They are incredibly moist, dense, and have a simple, sweet, buttery vanilla flavor. They come individually wrapped, which makes them amazing for tossing in a lunchbox, but my favorite way to eat them is alongside a hot cup of coffee or tea in the afternoon. Dunking them for just a second is a pro move. You get a huge amount in the box, and they stay fresh for a surprisingly long time. Before we hit our top 3, I have to ask, did I miss your absolute favorite Costco dessert? If there's something you buy every single trip that wasn't on this list, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always looking for new recommendations. 11th comes with a disclaimer. This is a seasonal item, but it is such a legendary Costco dessert that this list wouldn't be complete without it. I'm talking about the Kirkland Signature Peppermint Bark that shows up around the holidays. People literally wait all year for this stuff to hit the floor. It comes in a festive tin, and it is high-quality stuff. You get a thick layer of dark chocolate, a layer of white chocolate, and then it's heavily studded with crushed peppermint candy. It's crunchy, creamy, minty, and rich all at once. It's the ultimate holiday treat to set out when company comes over, and it makes a fantastic, easy gift. When you see the pallets of this stuff arrive in November, grab 2 tins because one will not make it to December. 12th, we are heading back to the refrigerated section for a touch of Italian luxury that requires absolutely zero effort. Check out the Dessert Italiano Tiramisu cups. Sometimes you want a fancy dessert after dinner, but you don't want to buy a massive whole cake. These are the solution. You usually get 6 individual glass cups in a pack. And yes, they come in real glass cups that you can reuse for little votive candles or serving mousse later. The tiramisu inside is excellent. It's got the proper layers of espresso-soaked sponge cake, creamy mascarpone filling, and a dusting of cocoa powder. It tastes authentic, it's not overly sweet, and having them pre-portioned makes you feel like you're at a nice restaurant in your own dining room. And finally, bringing it home at number 13 is the undisputed king of bulk impulse buys. The dessert snack that has destroyed many diet plans. The giant jug of Kirkland Signature chocolate-covered almonds. This is Costco at its finest. It is a massive, heavy container filled to the brim with high-quality roasted almonds coated in thick milk chocolate. It's simple, but it's executed perfectly. The almonds are always crunchy, and the chocolate-to-nut ratio is spot on. It's the best value you will find anywhere for chocolate almonds. They are perfect for setting out in a bowl, at a party, mixing into popcorn for movie night, or just grabbing a handful whenever you walk past the pantry. It's a classic staple that everyone loves. And there you have it, the 13 best Costco desserts that you absolutely need to try. From the bakery behemoths to the frozen aisle gems, your next Costco trip is about to get a whole lot sweeter. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the warehouse, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your fellow Costco-obsessed friends. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next haul guide. Thanks so much for watching, and happy eating.